Imagine waking up one morning to find out that one of Hollywood's most beloved stars, Ryan Reynolds, has been fired from his own football club. It sounds impossible, right? But that's exactly what happened. After a dramatic series of events, Reynolds, who alongside Rob McElhenney transformed Wrexham into a global sensation, was officially removed from his position as co-owner. What makes this story even more bizarre? The reason behind his shocking exit isn't just about football, it allegedly involves his wife, Blake Lively, and a web of lies connected to her latest movie project. Fans of Wrexham and Reynolds were stunned, but behind the scenes, insiders say the warning signs were there all along. How did this Hollywood meets sports fairy tale turn into one of the biggest scandals in sports ownership history? Buckle up, because this story is full of unexpected twists, betrayals, and a decision that left millions of fans divided. When Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney announced their purchase of Wrexham AFC, fans couldn't believe it. Two Hollywood stars investing in a struggling Welsh football club? It was the ultimate underdog story. From the very beginning, Ryan played his role perfectly. He was charismatic, engaged, and passionate about the team. Fans adored him. He wasn't just a silent investor. He attended games, shared heartfelt moments with supporters, and even tweeted like a true football fanatic. For the first time in decades, Wrexham supporters had hope. Ryan and Rob weren't just there for money. They were there for the love of the game. But was it all as genuine as it seemed? Some people within the football world began to whisper that Hollywood money often comes with Hollywood motives. And as time would soon reveal, Ryan's involvement in Wrexham was about to take a very dark turn, one that no one saw coming. Meanwhile, in the glamorous world of Hollywood, Blake Lively was working on a highly anticipated film adaptation of It Ends With Us, directed by Justin Baldoni. At first, the project seemed perfect for Blake, a dramatic, emotional role that could showcase her depth as an actress. But as filming progressed, rumors began to swirl. Insiders on set claimed that Blake wasn't happy with the direction of the film. Some reports suggested she felt overshadowed by Justin Baldoni, who had a strong creative vision for the project. And then, things took a strange turn. Leaked messages suggested that Blake was considering using Ryan's influence to reshape the public narrative. In those messages, she allegedly hinted that Ryan could sway certain media outlets to paint her in a better light. At the time, this seemed like just another Hollywood power move. But no one realized just how far the consequences would go. Shortly after the controversy on Blake's movie set exploded, reports linked Ryan Reynolds to an effort to control the press coverage around her. According to sources close to Wrexham's board, documents surfaced that suggested Ryan was using his co-ownership role to assist Blake in ways that were not in the club's best interest. Allegedly, Ryan had been offering exclusive interviews with select journalists. But in exchange, these journalists were expected to write more favorable stories about Blake. Some insiders claimed that Ryan was trying to shift the public focus away from the It Ends With Us controversy and onto Wrexham's success. But once the board caught wind of these alleged maneuvers, they were deeply concerned. Wrexham was more than just a celebrity project. It was a historic football club with real fans, real players, and a real future. And if Ryan was using his influence over the club for personal reasons, it was a serious breach of trust. While Ryan was at the center of this growing scandal, his business partner and close friend, Rob McElhenney, found himself trapped between loyalty and responsibility. On one side, Justin Baldoni and his team were frustrated. They felt that Blake was manipulating the media to turn public sentiment against them. On the other, Blake Lively's camp insisted that she was simply defending herself against an unfair portrayal. Initially, Rob tried to stay neutral. He continued promoting Wrexham, avoiding the drama. But as pressure mounted, the board began questioning him too. Did Rob know about Ryan's involvement in the controversy? Had he turned a blind eye? The situation was spiraling out of control, and soon, the club would be forced to take drastic action. Then, it happened. The Wrexham board made an announcement that no one expected. Ryan Reynolds had been removed as co-owner. The official statement was carefully worded, but one phrase stood out: breach of trust. While the board never directly mentioned Blake or the Hollywood controversy, the connection was clear to insiders. Fans were shocked. Some refused to believe Ryan could do something like this. But for others, it was a betrayal, a once beloved figure bringing personal drama into the club's affairs. The news of Ryan Reynolds' dismissal spread quickly, shaking not only the Wrexham football community, but also the entertainment world. Social media exploded with reactions. Most fans refused to believe the reports. Many assumed it was just a rumor or a misunderstanding blown out of proportion by the media. However, some insiders in the football industry claimed that this decision was not made lightly. An emergency meeting had reportedly taken place for hours before the final announcement was made. Amid the chaos, Ryan remained silent. Usually active on social media this time, he disappeared from the public eye. Meanwhile, Rob McElhenney attempted to ease the situation with a brief statement on his personal account, reaffirming Wrexham's commitment to the club's future. However, some observers noticed a certain tension in his expression and wording. Was this a sign that their friendship was also strained by the scandal? Wrexham's players were also affected. Some of them started receiving questions from journalists about the club's internal atmosphere following the decision. An insider revealed that while some players were disappointed with the move, others believed it was necessary to protect the East club's integrity. In the locker room, the atmosphere became more tense than ever, with the coaching staff struggling to keep the team focused amid the media storm. Shortly after the announcement, new reports emerged, further complicating the situation. A major news outlet claimed to have additional evidence showing internal communications between Ryan and several media executives regarding a strategy to boost Blake Lively's public image. Although there was no official confirmation, this report further reinforced the belief that Ryan's dismissal was not just a business decision, but also deeply tied to personal interests. In Hollywood, the scandal also left its mark. Blake Lively, who had previously distanced herself from the controversy, finally released a statement through her spokesperson. The statement denied all accusations that she had any involvement in Wrexham's decision. However, skepticism remained high. Some media outlets questioned whether there was pressure from the studio to keep Blake's reputation clean, especially with her upcoming movie set for release. Meanwhile, Wrexham's board faced pressure from multiple directions. Several of the club's major sponsors reportedly requested clarification on how this decision would impact the club's business strategy. With growing speculation, some investors started questioning whether this could affect Wrexham's long-term success, which had flourished under Ryan and Rob's leadership. However, the board remained firm, insisting that the decision was made in the club's best long-term interest. Amid all the controversy, the Wrexham fan community became divided. Some continued to support Ryan, believing that the board's decision was too drastic. Others felt that the club should always come first, regardless of how much Ryan had contributed to Wrexham's revival. Discussions in fan forums grew heated, with some demanding more transparency regarding the true reasons behind his dismissal. However, this drama seems far from over. Some reports suggest that Ryan may not go down without a fight and is considering legal action to challenge the board's decision. If true, this could turn into a prolonged battle, dragging Wrexham into another chapter of a scandal that has already rocked both the football world and Hollywood. Social media erupted. Wrexham supporters split into two camps, those who defended Ryan and those who felt let down. Some fans even burned their Wrexham jerseys in protest. Others posted emotional messages expressing their disbelief. Ryan eventually made a public statement, but it was vague and unconvincing. He insisted that he loved the club and never intended to harm it, but he never directly denied the allegations. Now, the big question remains: what happens next for Wrexham? Rob McElhenney has vowed to keep the club moving forward, but can he do it alone? Without the Hollywood branding and global attention, will Wrexham's momentum fade away? One thing is certain: the damage has been done. Ryan's departure will go down as one of the biggest ownership scandals in sports history. So what do you think? Was Ryan Reynolds unfairly targeted, or did he cross the line? Did Blake Lively really manipulate him into this situation, or was he an active participant? Let us know in the comments. This story is far from over.